Amaury Júnior, você me dá boas missões, mas essa é daquelas missões quase impossíveis no meio de vários super-heróis. A gente está na Oca do Ibirapuera, em São Paulo. Aqui está acontecendo a The Art of the Brick, a exposição DC Super-Heróis, que vai ficar em cartaz somente em São Paulo até o dia 30 de novembro. É uma exposição fantástica do Nathan Savaya, que faz pela segunda vez sua visita ao país. Essa exposição especificamente é a primeira vez nas Américas, nunca teve nos Estados Unidos nem na América Latina, e São Paulo está tendo esse presente.
Well, after the first exhibition, I wanted to do something brand new. And I wanted to do something that focused on the themes of good and evil, and that led me to heroes and villains. And what better place than the pages of comic books? And so I worked with DC Comics, which are the heroes I grew up with. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. These were my favorite heroes growing up. And so I decided to use those characters, create them out of Lego, and what you get is this entire exhibition. So yellow is one of my most famous sculptures. It's a sculpture that is very similar to this one in that it's this figure opening itself up and bricks are spilling out. It's about opening oneself up to the world. But for this exhibition, I wanted to put a spin on it. So I had the Joker do a little graffiti on the face of yellow, and you see it's been vandalized with a little Joker face. Because I think, you know, there has to be a few villains in this exhibition as well. Well, this gallery we call the Fortress of Solitude because that's Superman's home. And I think, you know, you're right. Superman is iconic. It's in fact the first superhero. And when kids walk in here, I hope they're inspired because they see Superman in different forms. It's a type of room that really impacts you. You see all the different works of art, all about Superman, and there's a lot to look at. In this entire exhibition, I use almost 2 million Lego bricks. In this particular sculpture, I use almost 7,000 Lego bricks. Now this little guy actually is me at 9 years old. I would run around with a cape made out of a towel. In this case, I use many, many Lego bricks of all different colors, and hopefully it inspires kids to go home and get out their own Lego bricks of all different colors and create something on their own. Well, of course, if you have heroes, you need villains. And this gallery right here, I call DC Dark because it's all about the villains from DC Comics. This piece behind me is probably the most famous villain. That's the Joker. I spent 2 weeks working on this piece, and I used 11,000 bricks.
Amaury, a gente sabe que você é um grande colecionador de gibis, né? As famosas histórias em quadrinhos. E essa sala é muito interessante para quem é colecionador, para quem gosta de super-heróis, porque o Nathan reproduz as mais famosas capas dessas histórias em quadrinhos. Então você consegue ver a original e você consegue ver a reprodução das mais famosas.
Well, it took a little bit of time. I really just wanted to find those covers that were most iconic to the character. And so that meant some of the covers are from back in the history, some are brand new covers. I just wanted to find those covers that really represented that superhero. So this year, Batman turns 80 years old, and what a history. And so as part of that, to honor Batman, One of the sculptures I did is actually back in that 1939 comic book cover of Detective Comics number 27, when Batman made his first appearance. But rather than just doing a replica of the cover, I decided to put the cover on a cape and cowl of Batman. So this is the Batmobile, and it's a Batmobile that's not based on any particular Batmobile from history. It's an amalgamation of really homages to old Batmobiles from time and again. I worked with Jim Lee, the famous comic book artist. We collaborated on coming up with a design for this Batmobile, and then I spent 2 months building it. I used almost 500,000 Lego bricks to create this brand new Batmobile. And I think it's one of the biggest sculptures I've ever done. Bye, Amaury. See you at the exhibition.